I believe you have all noticed Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is regaining his stature and waxing reformist on some of the problems dogging Nigeria. He's breaking out of the supposed cabal-stitched straitjacket into a tinderbox of choose power. It seems he has elected to remove the duct tape from his mouth at this time, but it is puzzling why the vice president is speaking this time in the life of the administration he represents to pipe up. Is there a 2023 graph underplot? Really, Nigerians pinned to hear Osinbajo, a professor of law and senior advocate of Nigeria, talk up when the Buhari administration dispatched DSS agents to desecrate the residence of judges in the most ungodly hour. Nigerians trained their ears in vanished hope that even a whisper of condemnation against the assault on journalists and activists by the government will be let out by the vice president, even if not spoken. They are unspoken gesture the vice president could have used to convey his position on the extrajudicial exactions of the administration if he really differed. Yes, Nigerians longed to hear Osinbajo speak up for those massacred in southern Kaduna, those kidnapped and killed by bandits. The vice president had so much promise even in a very unpromising government. There was wide jubilation when he was acting president. At the time, the president, Muhammadu Buhari, was on a medical sojourn in London, but he failed to level up to the expectations. He simply refused to call a spade when the graves of innocents were being dug. However, Osinbajo appears to be speaking up or spouting off now, whichever whichever way you may want to look at it. His belated activism, though approving flaglight cynicism, he veered off the old dribbling path when he said in September poverty was deepening daily in the country against the government's duplicitous stance that it is cutting hunger by the tussle through its social investment schemes. In his words, every single day the poverty situation and the economic distortions deepen. Also, just a few days ago, Boss Mustafa, secretary to the government of the Federation, SGF, said at an event where he represented Osinbajo that there were cracks in the walls and that Nigeria risked a breakup. Even though Osinbajo did not make the statement himself, his bearing on the current state of the country speaks well enough. In addition, the vice president recently spoke in favor of merit over federal character in appointment into government offices. For me, this is a real dig at the spleen of an administration that has chalked up notoriety for sectional, zero caliber and incompetent appointments. He said, I need to make these points before because time and time again we get arguments around whether the appointment of persons into public institutions should be based on federal character. The dominant principle should be merit. Therefore, it is not nonplussing that the quick-witted intervention of Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, on the restructuring debate rankled a certain camp at the presidency. Adeboye is the spiritual father and mentor of Osinbajo. You can tell that they both soup in the same ideological bowl. Without any scintilla of doubt, Adeboye's deposition that if Nigeria is not restructured, it will break up is beyond reproach. The cleric said the obvious, but with a roar, why can't we have a system of government that will create what I will call the United States of Nigeria? Let me explain. We all know that we must restructure. It is either we restructure or we break up. You don't have to be a prophet to know that one. This is certain. Restructure or we break up. Now, we don't want to break up, God forbid. In restructuring, why don't we have a Nigeria kind of democracy? At the federal level, why don't we have a president and a prime minister? Really, it is disturbing that a section of the presidency is speaking a bone with this patent fact. The section of the presidency in the pursuit of its agenda against the other dug into the mud for slingshots under the cover of a polarizing debate. My deduction, Osinbajo is the subject of Garba Shewu's press statement, glibly targeting Adeboye and others of kindred opinions. Though Shewu did not mention the name of the cleric explicitly, the trajectory of the dart was clear. The press statement was needless in that virulent form. The Garba Shehu section of the presidency cannot openly respond to the utterances by the other forwarding section of the presidency without sending out a vibe of discordance at the villa. So Prozis and associates take the heat. It is a one-of-kind presidency. Osinbajo must maintain his candid speaking tempo if he wants the warmth and approval of the masses, but it will not come easy because he is a part of the system citizens are railing against. He must go beyond words and walk the rope. He must be genuine about his activism. If it is the 2023 election that is angling for by his reformist public statement, then Nigerians have already seen through his insincerity. These people, as we have seen and as we have experienced and we are still experiencing this country, the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. And that is why we are where we are at this stage in time, according to what the vice president said. The reason why we are where we are is because we are not doing things rightly. You don't even know who to trust. You don't know who to trust. They all know that there are problems. Even Buhari himself, even the Garba Shehu, all of them, they know that they have done worse. They have brought this country to its knees. The country was staggering, but now they have brought the country to its knees because of their incompetence, because of their, I don't just know, because that's just the only way we can say it, because some people are of the opinion that there's an agenda, but to me, we just believe that when the head is sick, the whole body, what will happen to the whole body? That is exactly what we are experiencing. The reason why we are having cabals that are so obvious, because if the person who is in charge is not taking charge, then what do you expect? A lot of people will be giving him advice. When somebody who is not competent is managing the affairs of the country, what do you expect? A lot of people will be coming and be saying, do this, do this, do this, do that. Believe you me, even the strongest country, the most reputable presidents, some of the reputable presidents we have in this world, they still have their inner caucus, they have their cabal. But because they are in charge, because they see go back, they know the people that they will see, know they rub minds with. But you will never see those people. They will be so silent. It's happening when they tell you, oh, we have cabals or whatever. The so-called leaders, they know who the set of people they go back to go and get some advice from, apart from the official advisors. They still have people who are not even within the government that will be telling them the truth, because those ones that they are appointed by the government, they are, majority of them are psycho fans. They will want to tell you what you want to hear. But these people too, they still have other people that they will be going to meet behind. But you will not know. You will never. Those people will never smell. You will not even hear them. So you want to tell us all this like Donald Trump or other governors, other presidents, you think they don't have people who are not in government they consult? They do. But because they are in charge, they know what they are doing. You will never even know that they are even getting, some of them might even be getting advice for some people, but you will never know. But this one, because of the way it is, everything is just opened. So that's why everything is smelling like this to everybody. Because if the man is in charge, he will still have people, because you can't do it all alone. But people will know that you are in charge, but they will never know those who are giving you advice. That's why the whole thing about cabal is, it's just so messy. And Gabashi will come and tell you that it is this, it is this, it is that. Cabals are all, they have it in all the government. They have to be respected. What are you telling us? Are they voted for? For people who have that wisdom, for those who have wisdom, you will not even allow your cabal to smear your government. They will be behind the back. They will be behind the scene, doing the cooking, doing all manner of things, but they will never But when you have people, somebody who is not competent, they will begin to. So that's why you see that the government is not coordinated. Somebody will be saying this at the end, another person will be saying this at the end. They all know, and I've been saying it. All of them that are defending what is not, will they love if their own personal company will be run the way Nigeria is being run? And that's why people will say, when people are beginning to defend what is done, they will say, may Nigeria be, your life be like the way Nigeria is. And that is it. So to me, it is difficult to trust anybody in this country. Whether Osinbajo has decided to talk or whether he's talking because of one thing or the other, it is inconsequential. Whether Gabashewu is trying to get at Osinbajo and he's now getting, throwing jabs and all of that, it is their cup of tea. But all we know is that they are not doing well. They are not doing well. You cannot tell people to tell you that you are doing well when the people are suffering. They are not doing well. You are not doing well. You guys are not doing well. Whether Osinbajo, all of them, those who have decided to be speaking, those who have been speaking before, you kept quiet. Now you are not speaking. Whether they are clergymen or whatever, they are not speaking. The same thing people were complaining then. Are they not happening now? Now they want to speak. And people were making excuses for them before now. So that is just the way it is. Like I said, in this country, the more you look, the less you see. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this. Thank you.